They're combing the streets.
I'm more concerned with the 6-foot
Catman who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy. On my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris. 3, counting you, and that's 2 too many.
In the midst of the chaos that engulfed the world during the Second World War, an untold chapter of Marvel history begins to unfold. The year is 1943, and the fires of battle burn across Europe as empires clash, soldiers fall, and hidden forces manipulate the tides of war. Beneath the surface of this global conflict lies a far greater threat, one that will pit legendary heroes against a shadowy organization bent on reshaping the world. This is the story of Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, a dark and cinematic retelling of Marvel's wartime saga where both human courage and superhuman power collide against the relentless ambitions of Hydra. The story begins in occupied Europe, where Hydra, a secret organization devoted to science, mysticism, and domination, thrives in the shadows. Using the chaos of war as cover, Hydra's scientists are building weapons beyond human comprehension, merging ancient relics with futuristic technology to create an unstoppable army. As nations fight against each other on the battlefield, Hydra grows stronger with every passing day. But heroes rise where darkness gathers, and so begins a tale where destinies intertwine and legends are born. The central cast is led by Captain America, still in the early stages of his journey as the super soldier, embodying hope and resilience at a time when humanity's future looks bleak. Alongside him is Gabriel Jones, a skilled howling commando and a voice of reason amidst the storm. Peggy Carter returns as a fearless strategist and operative, whose determination to dismantle Hydra's operations rivals even the most seasoned generals. But the story broadens its scope by introducing T'Challa's grandfather, Azuri, the Black Panther of the era, who brings Wakanda's unmatched strength, wisdom, and technology into the fight against tyranny. This unlikely alliance sets the stage for one of Marvel's most unique crossovers, combining the grit of war with the mythic power of Wakanda. The villains are no less formidable. Johann Schmidt, known to the world as the Red Skull, stands at the heart of Hydra's ambitions, wielding both brilliance and cruelty as he orchestrates his vision of global domination. Beside him are scientists and occultists experimenting with forces that even Hydra cannot fully control. Their hunger for power leads them to unearth artifacts and energies tied to ancient civilizations, setting the stage for battles not only on the war front, but also in realms that blend reality with the mystical. The plot drives forward with Hydra's discovery of a relic known as the Serpent Crown, an object infused with unimaginable energy and ties to ancient dark entities. Hydra believes the crown will grant them the ability to turn the tide of war permanently, reshaping the world into a new empire under their command. To prevent this apocalyptic outcome, Captain America, Azuri, Peggy Carter, and Gabriel Jones must embark on a dangerous mission across Europe, infiltrating Hydra's strongholds, navigating enemy lines, and facing forces far beyond the scope of human warfare. What makes Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra stand apart is the way it intertwines the brutal realism of war with Marvel's signature cosmic and mythological themes. Battlefields filled with tanks and machine guns suddenly give way to hidden chambers filled with glowing artifacts, strange portals, and monstrous creations born of Hydra's twisted experiments. The heroes not only face human soldiers and superweapons, but also enemies imbued with power from dimensions unknown, forcing them to rely on trust, unity, and their individual strengths to survive. The dynamic between Captain America and Azuri is central to the story. Both are leaders, symbols of their people, and warriors shaped by tradition and responsibility. Their partnership reflects not only a merging of American resilience and Wakandan strength, but also a vision of unity that transcends cultural boundaries. Peggy Carter's role grounds the story in espionage, strategy, and human intelligence, proving that the fight against evil is not only fought with shields and claws, but also with wit and courage. Gabriel Jones brings humanity to the forefront, representing the countless unsung heroes of war whose sacrifices often go unnoticed. As the story progresses, the heroes uncover Hydra's network stretching from the snowy forests of Eastern Europe to the deserts of North Africa. Each mission reveals new dangers: laboratories filled with grotesque experiments, cities on the brink of destruction, and battlefields where Hydra unleashes weapons powered by the relic. The deeper they go, the clearer it becomes that Hydra's ambitions extend far beyond the war. They seek to awaken a power that could enslave not just nations, but the entire world. The climax of the story builds to a massive confrontation in the heart of Hydra's hidden fortress, a sprawling underground citadel where science and sorcery fuse in terrifying ways. Here, Red Skull prepares to use the serpent crown in a ritual designed to summon forces from another dimension. The heroes arrive, battered but unbroken, ready to make their final stand. The battle that follows is both brutal and operatic. Captain America deflecting blasts of energy with his shield, Azuri unleashing the power of the Panther, Peggy leading precision strikes, and Gabriel holding the line against impossible odds. Each moment underscores the theme of unity in the face of overwhelming darkness. The release of Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra is set to deliver not only breathtaking action, but also a deep exploration of Marvel's wartime legacy. It bridges the gap between grounded history and larger-than-life mythology, giving fans a story that feels both epic and intimate. The film is scheduled for release in 2025, positioned as one of the year's most anticipated cinematic experiences, blending blockbuster spectacle with the depth of character-driven storytelling. The trailer captures the raw intensity of this story with haunting imagery and powerful dialogue. It opens with a desolate battlefield, the sound of distant gunfire echoing as Hydra's insignia fades onto the screen. A voice speaks of a war beyond nations, a war for the soul of the world. Quick flashes reveal Captain America stepping into the fray, Azuri surveying a battlefield with Wakandan warriors, Peggy infiltrating a Hydra compound, and Gabriel leading troops through smoke and fire. The tension builds as Red Skull emerges from the shadows, declaring Hydra's destiny as inevitable. As the music swells, the trailer cuts between action sequences. Tanks tearing through villages, Hydra soldiers wielding strange weapons, portals ripping open in the sky, and our heroes fighting side by side against impossible odds. The shield of Captain America clashes against Hydra's war machines, while the claws of the Black Panther slice through enemies in a blur of motion. Each shot is punctuated by explosions, shouts, and glimpses of the serpent crown glowing ominously. The pace quickens, building toward the climactic reveal of the fortress and Red Skull placing the crown upon his head. The final moments of the trailer leave the audience breathless. Captain America's shield lies cracked on the ground, Azuri's eyes glow with power as he lunges forward, and Peggy delivers a line promising that Hydra will never rise as long as they fight together. The screen cuts to black, followed by the title, Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. The release date flashes in bold, solidifying the anticipation for what promises to be one of the most thrilling and unique entries in the Marvel universe. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra is more than just another superhero tale. It is a reflection on courage, sacrifice, and the eternal struggle against tyranny. It bridges generations of heroes, uniting them against a force that represents the darkest impulses of humanity. Through its characters, its setting, and its blend of war and mythology, it creates an unforgettable narrative that honors Marvel's legacy while pushing into bold new territory. Audiences around the world will step into a story where history and legend collide, where the outcome of the greatest war is tied to the fate of the Marvel universe itself, and where the rise of Hydra will meet the unbreakable will of heroes who refuse to surrender.